Warning, this very first video of the untrusted installer may include a broken accent. So I just learned that I tried booting from the I will do this. Broken software. Kernel panic. What do you mean input output error? And or broken hopes. So far so good? No. Oh. If you're a normal person and you value your time, please do not try anything in this video at home. Thank you for your attention. So a few days ago, I was thrift shopping like usual when I found something on the DVD shelf. I don't think I've seen this movie before. Hello world and welcome to the very first video on this channel. So, what is an EduLinux and why is there French all over the box? EduLinux was an operating system based on Mandrake-based Linux, which was called Mandrake Linux at the time. Its main goal was to make Linux easy to use and accessible to everyone. EduLinux was made by students of the University of Sherbrooke in Quebec, Canada, in collaboration with Revolution Linux, a defunct software company. On June 3, 2003, the first version was released, EduLinux 9.1, which was based on Mandrake Linux 9.1. The following year, on May 31st, a second and more complete version was released, EduLinux 2004, this time based on Mandrake 10.0. A third release was planned for 2006, but development was halted as the team was working on a bigger project. 2 years later, the EduLinux project was ultimately abandoned. The developers then moved to Edubuntu, an educational variant of Ubuntu that is still maintained to this day. Let's now have a look at the EduLinux box. No worries, I'll translate everything for you. As you can see here, I only bought it for $7 Canadian. The new generation of operating systems. EduLinux is an operating system designed for desktop and educational use. It combines the reliability and security of Linux with the ease of use of Mandrake Linux. This distribution includes hundreds of applications to unlock the potential of your computer. Here it's talking about the different features depending on the usage. For personal use you get multimedia software, internet stuff and games. For professional, an office suite, networking tools and security. For education, tools to learn how to use a computer, educational games and science programs. It requires a Pentium 3 or better, 192 megs of RAM, 3 gigs of storage and a CD-ROM reader. And for support and updates, you can check out this TED website. We'll be installing EduLinux on this desktop computer that I found at a garage sale for $20 Canadian and later upgraded. The motherboard is an Intel DG33FB from 2007. It has an Intel Core 2 Quad Q9300 clocked at 2.5 GHz and 8 gigs of DDR2 RAM. It has 2 mechanical hard drives and an SSD, as well as a floppy drive and a DVD drive. Now it's time to get educated. I make sure not to miss the boot menu by gently pressing the F10 button. And... yeah, we have a Linux! Let's press enter and we should see a setup screen. Okay, this is a good sign. Oh. No CD-ROM device found. Not even 4 minutes in and we already have a problem. Please answer. Nope. Please choose. Which driver should I try to gain SCSI access? Okay, so it looks like we have a problem. Let's check the settings. Maybe it's an IDE AHCI problem. Okay. If we go here... oh! Of course you would not detect the DVD drive because it was set to AHCI. IDE is far more compatible, especially for such an old OS. I think it should be working now. Okay. DVD. Enter. And... wow, it's almost like we did absolutely nothing. I decided to go back to the BIOS to change the IDE mode from native to legacy. Now it should work. Hopefully. Enter. I searched for the problem on Google and found dozens of threads from 20 years ago complaining about the exact same issue on Mandrake Linux, yet somehow I couldn't find any solution. Some enabled AHCI, which we already know doesn't work. Others suggested adding boot flags to disable ACPI for some reason, but that didn't work either. However, I did come across a menu that caught my attention. Well, too bad. Oh, it listed all the ways EduLinux could be installed, including network boot and hard disk. The first options don't work because the network card isn't supported, so I'm left with the last one. Apparently, if all setup files are stored on an X2 partition, it can install from it without relying on optical media. Bad! So here's my plan B. I'll boot to an Ubuntu Live image, format the hard drive to X2, and copy all the files from the first disk to the partition. Then I'll reboot to the CD and pick the hard disk option. Now I won't complain about a missing CD-ROM drive. I can't think of something more ironic than struggling to install an operating system made for people who've never touched a keyboard in their lives. Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Now in today's episode, everything goes wrong! Okay, now I just copied all files from the disk 1 into a partition on a hard disk. Let's see what happens when we boot from the CD. I was gonna show the error again. Yep. And here we do hard disk. This. Okay. We have some progress. We have something. It turns out that we have nothing. Hello again, so I just tried a few other solutions but without any success. I tried booting from an ISO instead of a directory, but with the same result. I tried making a bootable USB with the first CD, but with the same result. So here's my plan C. I'll try installing EduLinux on VMware, but to a physical drive that I'll later put on my PC. So as you can see right here, everything's set to IDE of course. Here we have a physical drive and here the ISO of the first CD. So let's try. Oh, what can I say? I got the Michael curse. Okay, plan D, same thing, but on VirtualBox. And let's hope for the best. And we have an actual graphical interface. And for some reason the mouse is not working. Excellent. Oh, USB tablet. Why? Cool. For the sake of this video, we're gonna put it to English. Security level. Higher. Paranoid. Oh, I'll keep it standard. Erase entire disk. Yeah, sure. Yes. Okay. So we have workstation, server, graphical environment. I'll just select everything. Because why not? Yeah, sure. I'll install the servers. Here's talking about a new browser, Firefox. Wow, I should definitely check that out. Thunderbird. OpenOffice. Major update. You can export PDFs in one click. Okay, change your CD-ROM. Don't mind if I do. Alright. Okay, number 3. Post-install configuration. Password. Oh, there was a no password. Well, no problem. Real name. Untrust. It's funny that the no password button is only there for the root user and not for the user. Yeah, that is very secure for sure. Do you want to use this feature? Yeah, we're gonna keep it KDE. Now it's installed in the bootloader. First sector of, MBR. I'm gonna change that to French Canada. Or maybe it's called Canadian French. Yes! 1024.768. Intel. Generic. 1024.768. Okay, do you want to test? No, thank you. We'll do it later. Would you like the X3 to start when you reboot? Yes. Okay, so now we can go here. Congratulations! Installation is complete. Remove the boot media and press return to reboot. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna shut down the virtual machine. We're gonna remove the disk and put it inside of the computer and see if it boots. Okay, is this gonna work? Let's find out. And... oh! So we have a beautiful boot screen here. I'll do the Linux. And... so far so good. Oh. Okay, maybe I should have picked the first option. Let's try again. Oh, of course I have to force power off. And this time we're gonna pick the first option. Okay. Oh, different type of booting. Oh. Fail safe. And kernel panic, no init found. Try passing init equal option to kernel. I'd like to remind you all that this is my very first video and I did not intend it to be an installation frustration video at all. Fuck! Hello again, so as we could see, we still have some problems with the boot process and I'm suspecting that it's from the disk's configuration on the VM that doesn't match the one on the PC, and I'm assuming that it's trying to boot from the wrong partition number. So I'll check for that in the virtual machine. Okay, so let's check out the fstab file. Come on. This is not funny anymore. Well, let's try again. Okay, I'll do that, but on the actual computer. What do you mean input-output error? What if I try to boot on the VM? Is it gonna be the same problem? Because if it's the same problem, then it means that the installation is actually corrupted. Alright, let's see. Okay, normal so far. Okay, so it is working. Oh, so it's checking for errors. So it was partly corrupted, apparently. Failed to check file system. Sure. Okay, so here we're gonna see if we can access the fstab file, so we can edit it so it can work on the computer. Alright, let's see. So far so good. Hey, let's go! Okay, so we're gonna do this. And that one we'll set it to B. Okay, yeah. Okay. Kernel panic. Kernel panic. Kernel panic! So I just learned that apparently in order to save the new Lilo file, I'll have to run the Lilo command. A bit like grub. That's what I haven't done yet, so I'm gonna try to do that right now and see if it works. F1, and we're gonna type rescue. Restore bootloader. Go to console. Oh, hello Linux. It was at this time that I discovered something. If the hard drive is detected as HDB, that means it must be the secondary IDE drive, and that the primary is the CD drive. So I went back to the VM settings, and the CD drive was indeed the primary. I swapped the drives, and rebooted back to rescue again. And now we can see that the hard disk is detected as HDA. Just out of curiosity, I'll just double check here. Okay, so now it's HDA, and I'm pretty sure it was HDA on the desktop as well. We're gonna try to repair the bootloader so that it's HDA. And reinstall bootloader. I must reinstall... Yes. Yeah, so it should be good. Now I'll try to simulate an actual kernel panic. I'll just put this as secondary and this one as a primary. I want this to be the exact kernel panic that I had on the desktop. And... Yes! Oh! My keyboard lights are blinking! Wait, I gotta film that. This is the first time I'm seeing this. See? It's blinking! Even my laptop light is blinking. Oh, that is surreal. Okay, so we managed to get the exact kernel panic that we had on the desktop. I hope this is a good sign. It should be a good sign, but I hope it is. Because as we know, anything is possible, anything can go wrong. Anyway, let's go back to the desktop. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment of truth. And... Yes! Ah! Oh, yes! Finally! Welcome to EduLinux 2004! Against all odds. We did it, Reddit. Oh, it's verifying the home partition. It's alright, take your time. Take your time. Oh, build in Mozilla registry. I know that Windows has a registry, but not Mozilla. I think I might have celebrated a bit too soon. Let's try to reboot maybe, because I don't see any disk activity. 9. Let's try Linux. I'll let it load for a few more minutes. I decided to search for the problem online, and, according to a user on a forum, the official Mandrake manual suggests simply pressing Ctrl-C to bypass that part.
My goodness, what an idea. Why didn't I think of that? Hammocks!
And lo and behold. And check that out. We have a graphical interface with a working mouse. Battery power is running out. 0 minutes left. Oh no, I gotta be quick. So as you can see, the UI has a very similar look and feel to what you'd find on Windows 2000 or Windows XP. Here we have a start menu, very similar to a very Windows 9X style. Here we have a bunch of Office software, and we have some internet stuff, none of which will work because the network card is not supported because it's too modern. Multimedia, we have sound stuff, we have video stuff. I didn't know Kdenlive was that old. We have graphics, we have the GIMP and the GIMP V2. And of course we have the classic Tux Paint. And as you can see, I've already drawn something in it. Yes, I want to quit. For system, this is all settings stuff. We're gonna go back to that later. We can burn CDs, we can compress files, we can find files. And this is the system monitor. So if we check here, pretty much what you find on the Windows Task Manager. What else do we have? More applications. We have development stuff, we have some Python, we have an IDE. Finances, you can make money with this program. Education, you can get educated on, let's see, letters. H, M, J, P, U. Oh, it's a V! Okay, masked words. Oh, randomize, I guess? LD go. Oh, gold. Congratulations! Play again. ILP. Oh, pile. Yes! Nolxy. Wait, is that supposed to be Linux? Linux is not a word you can find in the dictionary. It's a proper noun. No! K Hangman. Oh no, poor K! No, don't do that! There's too much to live for! What background is there? Ah, yes, very... yes, a very fitting background for what's happening right here. Games! Yes, it's time to game! Extreme play mode. And we wait. Press any key to begin. I have no idea what this game is about. Let's go. Wait, what? Is that some sort of Tetris? What? I didn't do anything. I'm confused. What? Does that... Okay, so I lost. What other games do we have? Frozen Bubble, Asteroids, K-Bounce, Fell Legs. What is that? Okay, so that is literally a Tetris. K-Smile Tris, what is that? Okay. Is it all just Tetris clones? Kolf. Let's play Kolf. Oh. Yeah, because there's supposed to be sound, but there's no sound device. K Reversey, can you believe it?
That's right!
Other Gcompris editor. What is that? Oh! Discover the computer. Wow. Hello, Linux! Experiences. And... well, at least he landed safely. No! 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 Anyway, pilot a submarine! And how do I do that exactly? Speed and power. Lower, lower, lower! No! Low! 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 No! 3D maze. Oh. Okay, so I did it. Alright, so that was Gcompris. Now let's have some fun and change the appearance of the desktop. So let's go to background. EduLinux comes with a lot of default wallpapers. So this one, for example, canard is a duck. Default one. That one's with the logo of the university. Default 2. Also with the logo, but with a giant Linux. And we have Gaspésie, which is a place in Quebec. They're very nice. I think I'll change it back to default 1. Anyway, behavior. Oh, let's change the colors. We have one from BOS. We have this one. KDE default ones. And we have Redmond 2095 XP. I wonder what that is in reference to. System, white on black. Yellow on blue. Oh. Wait, can... Oh! Okay, this is so much better. Screensaver. And the default one is a slideshow of a bunch of pictures from the university. So we got pics of the campus, as you can see here. It hasn't changed a lot. An electric guitar. I really like those pictures, by the way.
Power Mac.
Very cool. Anyway, there are other screensavers. Not all of them work. For example, these 3 ones don't work at all. There's the clock. It's very interesting. Polygons is literally the one you can find on old versions of Windows. And we have science, which doesn't seem to really work, but it's supposed to do some like ripple effect on top of the screen. Here we can select the splash screen, so we've already seen this one. Okay, so we have a KDE screen. Another KDE, that one's more similar to this one. Oh, that is the most blatant splash screen ripoff I've ever seen. Yeah, so if we test that, oh my god. Oh, standard. Oh, I like those icons that are moving here. It's very funny. And blue band. And what about style? KDE. Ceramic. Oh, I like this. Window decorations. Oh, can we change that? Oh. Okay.
And that concludes this overview of EduLinux 2004. If you wanna try it, I uploaded all 4 ISOs on the Internet Archive. There should be a link in the description. If not, you can search it there. I hope you enjoyed this very first video. I know it's a bit rough because I'm still not used to it, but more videos are already being planned, so stay tuned. If you liked it, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!